Hey y'all, Rambling Gamer coming at you today, going to be talking about the things I want to see in the future of the Pokemon series. And I apologize, I know a lot of people do these, and if you're like me, you've heard a lot of really crappy ones that you just they make you facepalm so hard after you hear them. So I hope my ideas don't do that. If they do, I again apologize already. Just remember they are my opinions. The first one, and this is the biggest one I want to see come to the games, events coming to older games, event Pokemon coming to the older games. And it would be something I'd love to see happen. I'm not 100% sure why they can't, but I would hope to God there is some reason. It's not just, Nintendo kind of being like, well, we've moved on past that and everything. But I don't understand, like they had a Mewtwo event recently, and with the exception of it having like one attack it didn't have in Gen 4, which I don't know why they couldn't just change that and just be like, okay, here you can have Mewtwo in your Gen 4 and 5 games. And, obviously if they come out with a new Pokemon, it's not going to be in one of the older games, but at the same time, they're doing a lot of events of older Pokemon into the newer games.
So behind Gen Wars, I think that EV training is the thing that Pokemon fans argue about the most in Pokemon. And I feel like one way we could cut down big time on that arguing would just be to simply show the EVs in a third page in the summary screen. I'm in fact surprised Nintendo hasn't done this yet. Just a page showing not only what EVs are in what particular stat, but how much they're raising that particular stat.
Everybody, whenever they make one of these, always has this one in here, and I have to throw it into Pokemon that follow the trainer around. It was one of my favorite features in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I enjoyed it. I want to see it back. I'm not going to talk any more about it now. Too damn bad. You can go find somebody else's video. Rebattling gym leaders. Um, I know you can do it in Pokemon World Tournament, but I would still much rather actually go back to the gym and rebattle the gym leader there. You get experience that way, you get the money, that's always nice, lucky egg and amulet coin. Gotta get that cash money.
One of the closest things we've had to customization in Pokemon games is actually being able to name our Pokemon, which is a really cool feature and I enjoy it. You know what I don't like? The fact I can't name people's Pokemon that have been traded to me, or that I've had transferred to my game from older generations. I'm not entirely sure why you can't rename these Pokemon, and I hope to see this changed in the future games.
Still going along with the customization, though, one of them I really want to see is in Gen 4 there were ball capsules, and if you don't know what those were, or haven't played the Gen 4 games, or just never realized they were in there, they were these little things you could put on your Pokeballs, essentially, and whenever you threw them out, they would do this kind of cool little animation. Like, there were some that were like, it made little, like, fire appear around your Pokemon, or I had one set up so it looked like it had thunderstorms appearing around the Pokemon. It was just this kind of cool little feature. Not only would I like to see that come back, but as far as customization goes, I think we should be able to customize Pokeballs. Love to have a black Pokeball with neon green stripes or something. It'd just be cool as hell. So, do we all remember Pokemon Stadium and, what we actually did in Pokemon Stadium? Because I don't know about the rest of you. I was in the mini games far more than I was playing the actual Pokemon Stadium game. And, then we had Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and they had the Pokelathon, and that was amazing. And it had great mini games. And so, when I heard there was going to be a website your game could interact with, and it was going to be comprised of Flash mini games, I was like, oh god, yeah. Pokemon games usually have amazing mini games. And then I played Pokemon Dream World, and it's like, oh, they're not terrible mini games by any means. It's just they're not what I expected from Pokemon. I expect more. I expect these kind of games that are in the PGL to be like, I would expect like something like Skylanders to have that on their website. I think Pokemon could have done so much more with their mini game. Anyway, this has been Ramblin' Gamer. Hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please give a like rating and possibly comment. If you feel like it, subscribe, whatevs. I hope I didn't say anything in the video that pissed you off too much. See you next time, and watch out for bears.